Hi guys, we'll be doing 8.7 volumes of cross sections, rectangles, and squares. And I will say I want you to remember these. These are like important equations for this lesson in particular. Volume equals integral a to x respect to x. The a to x is basically just an area, and it goes into this. So for a square, the equation will be v. The volume will be equal integral a to b s squared d respect to x, and the s just means f of x minus g of x. So like literally anything that's in this unit that has like this letter like inside, like the r, the s, just any type of letter, they always, I don't know why, but they always like say f of x minus g of x. And for the rectangles, basically the same thing, but it'll be width times height. And the width will represent f of x minus g of x. And the height will always be given to you. So you don't have to worry about that with respect to x. And so yeah, let's get into it. So it says each solid has a cross section perpendicular to the x-intercept that are squares. Find the volume each. Cannot read. It says find the volume of each solid based on the given cross section. Set up the integrals first, then use the calculator to evaluate. Okay, so for this one, we're basically going to be find our x-intercepts first, and it says that it's a square, so automatically we're going to be using the square equation. So we can put that right here because I do not want to forget, and that'll help you in the long run. Okay, so first let's find our x-intercepts. So it'll be x squared minus 4 equals to 4 plus 4 plus 4 be x squared equals to 8. So it'll be x equals plus or minus square root of 8. And those are your x-intercepts, well, regions where it's bounded. So you can draw a picture, but I don't think the picture would matter because you already got your x-intercepts. So for here, since it's square, we're going to be using the square one. It'll be equal, bounded from negative square root of 8 to square root of 8. And remember, like, your s is f of x minus g of x. Well, you can draw the picture because it does show like which one is on top. Remember, because your x is greater, your f of x is greater, and y equals 4 right there, and negative 4, like so. It will kind of look something like this in a way, and your 4 is on top, so you're gonna use that as your f of x. So that will be 4 minus x squared minus 4 to dx. And yeah, or you can do it the way where it's like minus 4 to get this line on the x-axis. So basically you just use this equation right here and say x squared minus 4 minus 4, so it'll be x squared minus 8. Kind of something like this in a way. They don't really matter. It doesn't really matter which way you go. So it'll be 8 minus x squared dx, because it's always squared. That's what the thing is, it's always squared. And so like when there's a negative, the negative cancels out. But I like to do it this way because it like helps me a lot. But this is your solution. Okay, so for the next question, says the y-axis, y equals sine x and y equals 1 for 0 less or equal to x less or equal to pi over 2. Each cross section perpendicular to the x-axis is a rectangle whose height is 3 times the width. Okay, so you automatically, we know it's a rectangle, so we're going to be using this equation up here. So that'll be v equals bounded A to be width times height dx. So I automatically know that says the width will be that times 3 times the width. So it can help me set up my problem more. And since it gives you your these equations, your functions, you can set those up equal to each other and then solve for x. So your x will end up being 0, and well, it gives it to you. Oh, so you don't have to solve for it, it gives it to you. Stupid me. This is why you read the problem carefully. So it'll be 0 to pi over 2, and your width will be, since the 1 is on top, that will be your f of x, and this is your g of x. But your width is 1 minus sine of x times 3 times 1 minus sine of x. And that's basically how it is. You can put the 3 on the outside since it's basically a constant. So like you can set it up like this. And that's more simplified. That looks better. It just looks better, you know? And just plug it in calculator. I already did. So it would be 1.0685. There you go.